Hey, welcome back. And today I'd like to talk to you about a set of, well, USB headphones. It doesn't say it on the box, but it is, I guess you can call it a gaming headset. Or not. More on that in just a moment. But it's these right here. Well, this is the box anyway. This is the AverMedia Personal Connections USB Headset. And this is what the box it comes in. Actually, it's a double box. There's a box within a box. On one side, you just a little bit of stuff. You get some good specs on the other side, plus a good QR code. Tells you a little bit more on the back. And inside the box, this is what you get. The AverMedia Personal Connections USB Headset. You get AverMedia label, on one side. And that's pretty much it. It is a USB. Inline control. You got the volume that's just for the headphones, not for the microphone. This is your mute button. As you can see, there's nothing but black on there, right? That means the microphone is active. If I were to turn the mute on, you see the little silver, or it's basically a silver line. That means the microphone has been muted. And this is the headset, and of course the microphone, which is detachable. So you can plug that in if you wanted to use it as a gaming headset, or use it for, like things like Skype and Zoom calls and teleconferencing or whatever. So you can do that. Of course, it has a nice ratcheting mechanism. Metal on one side, plastic on the other, and they are foldable. Doesn't come with a pouch though, so you can at least fold it up and do whatever you wanted, if you wanted to take them traveling. And that's really it. There's nothing else on here. Now this is the AverMedia Personal Connections USB headset. The actual model number is the AH313. They use 40 millimeter drivers or speakers. The frequency response is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, or 20 kilohertz to 20 hertz, sorry, or a 2020. The cable length is 2.2 meters or 7.21 feet, which is pretty long cable. Of course, I already told you about the inline volume for the headphones and the mute button. It is a USB type A. It's a plug and play. And the microphone is an omnidirectional microphone. Before I go any further, let me explain to you what I'm going to do. I tried using a Lightning to USB-A type, or USB type A to Lightning connector to record audio on my iPad 9th generation. And it comes up with horrible static. I'm going to play that for you so you can hear it. Now, I even tried, the reason why I got an X on one side here, I know it kind of looks funky, but is I was hoping that maybe if I were to turn it over to the other side, unplug it, turn it over, stick it back in, that the static would go away. Nope, didn't do it. So you cannot use these with an iPad 9th generation. Now, the other thing I did is I plugged it into my, right there, my Pixel 7a phone, and I was able to record video, and it comes out great. And of course, I used one of these. This is an official Google USB type A to USB type C adapter. I was able to plug it in the phone and let you hear it. And I got that video for you as well. One thing, even though I explain it in the test video, I'm going to tell you again right here and now. Once you actually, let me get it going right. Here's the video app. You see this little cog right here that my finger is pointing to? If you were to tap on that, and well, it's not going to say it here because it's not plugged in, but if I had this plugged in and everything, You know what? Let me take a quick second and do that for you right now, just so I can show you. This should work. I know I should have had all this ready, huh? Okay, now, right here it says microphone, phone mic. And you see how it's highlighted? Now you see that little squiggly line right there? Now if I were to tap on that, it changes to wired mic. That's how you use it on the Pixel 7a. You have to actually change it yourself. And I wish somehow that Android would able to figure that out and have it adjusted automatically, but it doesn't. You actually have to physically do it yourself. So you're going to get 2 test videos. You're going to get a video of me trying to reuse it on the iPad 9th generation and it didn't matter what dongle or adapter I used. I used like 4 different ones. They all ended up doing the same thing, causing static. You know, I mean, I plugged it, turned it around, plugged it back in, nothing. They all came up with the same type of horrible noise you're going to hear. Then you're going to see it on me recording it using my phone. Now, the reason why I didn't give you a video with my laptop, well, to be honest with you, I didn't, you know, figured why should I bother? I mean, the video for the phone is just as good as the one that came up on my laptop, so let's try to shorten down the video a little bit. Even though I'm very long-winded, I figured I'd just show you the one I recorded with the Pixel 7a and just totally forego or forget about the one I did with my laptop. So, enough of me talking. Let me show you the test videos, then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so what you're hearing right now is the microphone of the AverMedia USB gaming headset being recorded on the iPad 9th generation using a USB Type A to Lightning adapter, and that's how it's able to work. Now, of course, it's unmuted, but if I'm going to talk and mute the silver bar was there telling you, hey, your microphone is muted, and no silver bar saying that, hey, guess what? They can hear you. Okay. So this is what the microphone is going to sound like, plugged into a Lightning adapter, USB Type A to Lightning adapter on the iPad 9th generation. Okay, so right now what you are seeing and hearing is the AverMedia USB gaming microphone, or gaming headset's microphone, being recorded with my Pixel 7a smartphone. Of course, I am using an official Google USB Type A to USB Type C adapter to plug the headset into the phone, and this is what you are hearing, and this is what this microphone is going to sound like. And by the way, if you use this technique, yes, once you have everything plugged in, you know, the headset into the adapter into the phone, and you hit video, you'll see a little cog on there in one of the corners. I think it's going to be like the lower left or something. It looked like a little cog. You tap on that, scroll down a little bit to microphone. By default, it's set to phone microphone. You're going to have to tap on the little squiggly line. And when you do that, it'll say wired microphone. For some reason, I wish Android would automatically detect the microphone, but it doesn't. So you will actually have to flip from phone microphone to wired microphone in order for these to work. Okay? Back to my final thoughts. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed those test videos. And one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, if everything looks a little different, well, it's because I'm at a different location today. Normally I'm in our Roseville store. Excuse me. But They needed some help here at the Centerline store, Centerline, Michigan, so I'm here helping them out. All right, what do I think of the AverMedia headphones? Well, they're not bad, first of all. Really comfy cushions. The 40 millimeter drivers are really nice. Very lightweight, good amount of padding up here. Yes, they do fold up and everything. But the inward pressure coming to your head, you know, this way, there's not a whole lot there. If I shake my head, you see it's flopping around. Now, for some people, that may be a deal breaker. For me, no, it's not at all. Actually, you know, a lot of people may actually enjoy that because some headphones might be a little too tight to the point where they squeeze your head so much you get a headache. So there's that. Now, let's talk about audio experience. The bass is defined in here, but these were not, I don't think were tuned for bass heads. So if you're definitely a bass head, you're not going to like these. These were mainly tuned for the mid-range and the higher end, not necessarily bass. The bass is there, you can hear it. Very slight little thump to it, no matter what device I listen to, whether it be the iPad, my phone, or my PC, my laptop. The bass is very low key in these. So if you want something that's more mid-range-ish and high-end, you know, for a little bit more clarity, that's these right here. So if you want a lot more bass in your gameplay or headphones, then these are not for you. These would make an excellent backup set of headphones. So like if your normal ones break or get lost or whatever, grab these, boom. I mean, these were like 30 bucks. But I did hear other ones that have a better low end or bass response than these for about the same price point, some even a little bit cheaper. But like I said, the bass is there. You can hear it. It's not muddy, it's clean. But like I said, these seem like they tuned these more for the mid-range. It has a decent little punch to it in the mid-range. The high end isn't so high that it's gonna like hurt your ears. You know, it's not tinny at all. It's basically, these are very crystal clear headphones. So if you are detail oriented, I would say more like if you're doing more teleconferencing, these will be more the headset for you to get instead of using it for gaming. Because, you know, when you're doing your teleconferencing and everything, you pretty much have to hear everything crystal clear, especially if you're doing it for business. So these would be perfect for that. Gaming, maybe as a backup set for gaming, but that's about it. Otherwise, for a backup set of headphones, I would say definitely get them. The microphone sounded pretty good to me. It's a little bit warmer than I actually expected. I didn't expect it to be nice and warm. I expected it to be kind of like a clinical sound, you know, like the cheap microphones we used to have back in the day, back in the 80s, where you had to plug it in and it sounded kind of crappy, more like a, you know, tinny and high-end-ish. I actually kind of expected that. I was pretty surprised that the microphone sounded so well through these, and a nice warm tone to it. I'll be honest with you. The microphone produced more of a bass response than the headphones themselves. Let me put it to you that way. So yeah, they're not a bad set of headphones. If you want a cheap pair, maybe just on the fly instead of taking your good ones out all the time, great one to have. Good one for traveling because they're so lightweight. They fold up even though they don't have a bag or carry case. It's good for that too. Great for a backup set of headphones. Great for your Zoom calls or teleconferencing, however you want to call that. You know, Zoom, Skype, blah, blah, blah. Great for that stuff. As for gaming, you can use them for gaming, but don't expect the good, deep booms and explosions and, you know. Nah, it's going to be more in the mid-range where, you know, when a car crashes in the metal and the glass, you'll hear that more than you would a deep boom, okay? So these were the AverMedia personal connection USB headset. I'm going to call it a gaming headset, but they call it a USB headset. If they were to take these, add a little bit more bass to them, I think they would have a winner on their hands because they are very comfortable. My ears did get a little warm, but they didn't sweat. Has a nice light weight to it, so when you do have them on your head, it doesn't weigh it down. You don't feel it, especially after a long amount of time in your neck. You don't have that neck strain. They're really good for that. They just need more bass to it. You heard the microphone. The microphone sounds great. So yeah, AverMedia, if you're watching this, add a lot more actually, low end in here, and you'll have a real winner on your hands. But that's it for the review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.